pull. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Target Focused Life. My name's Steve, and today we're taking a look at the Beretta 686 Silver Pigeon. So if you're looking for a detailed and in-depth review, you've come to the right place. Let's go. So this is actually my very first over-under review. I've been reviewing shotguns for a little while now, and a lot of folks have been asking me to cover the over-unders, which I'm more than happy to do because I love over-unders, or really any break action shotguns. So much to love, so I'm excited to jump in. There's gonna be a whole lot more coming on the over-unders, maybe even some side-by-sides. What you want to see, put it down in the comments. I do check all those comments and try to get to as many as I can. But here we go on the 686 Silver Pigeon. The Silver Pigeon is made to be an upland wing shooting shotgun. The one that I have here is in 20 gauge, but they're also available in 12, 28, and 410. Beretta claims the Silver Pigeon to be the best price to quality value over-under shotgun on the market. We're gonna put that to the test today. Now the MSRP of this shotgun is $2,350, which I know a lot of you are gonna say, that's not a cheap shotgun. And you're right, it's not cheap, but it is one of the most affordable options that Beretta has to offer. And what they're claiming is they pack a lot of value into that price point. We're gonna look at that, put it to the test today, and show you what this shotgun is all about. Let's jump in, quickly take a look at the specs of this shotgun. Like I mentioned, it is a 20 gauge. I have the 28-inch barrel on this gun. They also make it available in 30-inch. The weight of this shotgun is 6 pounds, 3 ounces. Length of pull comes in at 14 3/4 inches. So it does have a longer length of pull than some guns out of the box. They do have different pads so you can adjust that length of pull, but I believe you can only get longer. As you can see, we got a pretty small pad on there the way it is. The drop at comb is 1 3/8. The drop at heel is 2 1/4, so you have a 7/8 inch drop total on this. The Silver Pigeon rocks the mobile choke system and comes with 5 flush mount chokes going from cylinder, improved cylinder, mod, improved mod, and full. Let's take a look at the trigger on this gun. First off, just like to see how it feels. Actually feels really nice. Feels fairly light. Clean brake. Auto safety. Every time you open that up, it goes back on safe. I'm just gonna point that out right off the bat. That feels good. Let's get it on the trigger scale, actually see what this trigger weighs. 4 pounds, 13 ounces. I thought it might be slightly lighter than that. We'll enter that one, give it another try. There we go. 4 pounds, 5.8 ounces. I knew it was a little bit lighter. My first pull must have not been all that great. 4 pounds, 6.4 ounces. We're right around 4 pounds, 8 ounces on this trigger. So it's a nice light trigger, easy to pull, feels great, really happy with that. Looking at the ergonomics of this shotgun, that's the look, the feel, the balance, the controls and function. First off, I gotta say it feels great in the hands. It's well balanced, it feels extremely light, it is very narrow. It's a nice, easy grip to get a hold of. The grip on the stock is very narrow. The forend is narrow. You see it's got this schnabel forend, which just looks really nice, but feels great in the hands. Mounts up really nicely. Like I said, 14 3/4 inch length of pull, which works really well for me. Right out of the box when I started using this gun, it's not real loose, but it's just real easy to operate. It's got one brass bead up front, silver bead, brass bead. Brass bead, these glasses mess with me, mess with my vision a little bit. The checkering on the stock is really nice, feels good, not too overly aggressive. The safety on this shotgun has a selector for barrels, has most over-unders. If we flip it over to 1 dot showing, that means it's gonna shoot the bottom barrel first. One thing right off the bat, I don't know this from doing the review, but I know this from hunting. I hunted a little bit this past fall with this shotgun. Like I mentioned, it's got an auto safety, right? So every time I open it up, put more shells in, it's back on safe, which is fine. And a lot of field guns are like that. That's not uncommon. I'm not used to that. I'll be honest with you. The most over-under shotguns I've shot aren't like that. So if I'm pheasant hunting or dogs would get on point, I'd get ready. As I'm going to mount, I would go like that, and I just slide right over the top of that. That safety is stiff and it's easy for the fingers to roll right over the top. You really got to get good down pressure, which is hard to do while you're mounting, right? Because your hand's coming up, it's hard to get down into it. Down here, and when I got good down pressure, yeah, fairly simple. But if I'm trying to mount into a bird and go on fire at the same time, really, really tough. And that was super frustrating to me in the field. Love so many things about this gun, but that was enough right there in the safety to make me almost want to put it away and not shoot it anymore. Otherwise, the ergonomics, the feel of this gun, the balance, the weight, so many things to really like about the 686 Silver Pigeon. Looking at the quality of build of this 686, I've been really satisfied with everything that I see on it. Now, it's not the fanciest as far as wood, pretty standard wood, very nice looking. The receiver, however, is nicely engraved, not nearly as elaborate as some of the Berettas that you've seen, but very nice engravings on the side, on the top lever, on the bottom of the receiver, and on the bottom of the trigger guard. Even up here on the fore end, gold trigger, very nice finish on this shotgun. Nothing fancy, but at the price, just a great overall looking shotgun. As far as operation, I've had no issues. The gun is smooth, it is tight, it locks in well. The auto ejectors work really well. Let's get into some shooting. Let's look at recoil and reliability. So on the semi-auto side, when I'm doing the reviews, we're looking at reliability, how well a gun cycles. Now, you're not gonna have that on this, right? So we're looking more at recoil. But when it comes to reliability, obviously when I do these reviews, I don't get to shoot thousands and thousands of rounds, using it all throughout the year in the field. I have a lot of different guns. I'm shooting a lot of different guns throughout the year. So I wanna hear from you, the viewers, that have the 686 Silver Pigeon, what your experience has been. When you guys share with all of us, we all get a better idea of what this gun's really made of. You can add into this review, giving people really dynamic feedback on what's happening in the field and issues you've experienced or lack of issues. And so I appreciate your feedback. Let's get some rounds downrange. First, let's get some ears in. These are Axle. I got a link in the description if you want to check them out. They're Bluetooth, so I can listen to my favorite tunes. And I can also turn them on and it amplifies sound so I can hear what's going on. Let's just pop off a few rounds here. Just get a basic feel for recoil. Trigger has a really nice, easy reset. Just love that trigger, by the way. Recoil, of course, we're shooting a 20 gauge here. 20 gauge doesn't have much recoil the way it is, but some over-unders can really kick, especially light ones. This is a fairly light gun. Recoil was minimal. So these are 1 ounce game loads. Yeah, I like it. It feels great to shoot. Recoil, very minimal. Not a lot else to talk about there. Very enjoyable gun to shoot, very easy to handle. Let's keep moving on and break this gun down. Now, breakdown, like most over-unders, is very simple. Take the fore end off. We'll set that aside, and then we break it open, and those barrels just pop right off. You can take a look at the receiver here. Simple design, good looking lugs. Now, this is a good quality gun. It will last a lot longer than some of the low dollar over-unders, but eventually you can wear parts out. A lot of the parts on this 686 are replaceable. So it's not going to cost you a ton of money to get it rebuilt. So I really like that about Beretta, or about the 686 specifically. Back on, back together. I just love how easy these are to disassemble, clean, and get back shooting. All right, guys, I've had enough talking. I'm ready to do some shooting. Now, in the semi-auto reviews that you watch, I'm doing speed shooting, 3 shots on the clock. How fast can I shoot it? How fast can the gun cycle? Now, obviously, this gun doesn't cycle, just the trigger's reset. But the reason I'm still gonna do speed shooting, only with 2 clays on this gun on the clock, is because when I'm rushing, when I'm hurrying to mount, when I'm pulling the trigger fast, I start to notice all these different things. I notice the trigger, I notice the recoil. Is it jumping into my face? Is it coming straight back? Is the barrel jumping hard? How easy is it to mount and swing and get on target? All these things come together. I get a lot of great feedback when I'm on the clock speed shooting, so I'm still gonna do that with the over-unders. Let's get it going. Very first speed test with an over-under. Ooh, not bad for the first shots. 1.3 seconds. Let's give that another try. I felt like that was pretty good, but let's give it another try. That was better. That was better right there, folks. So 118, I can live with that. Took me 0.89 seconds in a 2.9 split. You know what, just for fun, I'm gonna see how fast this gun will actually reset triggers. Yeah, let's see how fast we can just shoot 2 shots right off the buzzer. Yeah, about 0.19 seconds to shoot 2 birds. In the field, they would call that really fast. Well, there's a look at the Beretta 686 Silver Pigeon. I'd love to get your feedback down below. What would you like to see included in these reviews of over-under shotguns? I basically follow the same format for the most part that I've been using on the semi-autos, but these are a little bit different, so I'd love to get your feedback. What do you like about the reviews of the over-unders? What would you like to see different? I can take it, I'm a big boy, just don't be too mean, right? Put it down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this review. Remember, whether you're in the field or in life, you're only gonna hit those shots that you're laser focused on. So live target focused. See ya.